with the discovery of that video and everyone in the De La Rey mansion watching in awe, Scarlett had become so furious that she even had to take her own stepmother, thinking that she stole everything that was owned by her father. And all hell broke loose! Anyway, that fictional scene had put me on the edge, so that I even had to call my confidant on my cell phone, saying that there was chaos in that in the family, their family, the De La Rey family, that is. Correction. And all I had to do is to say, chaos! Wow. How could I ever forget that? When that scene that I watched was what became the worst moment that the fictitious Catherine Ramirez de la Rey will ever felt. Well, you see, Scarlett de la Rey doesn't have to dress herself like either John Rambo or that alien-busting Ellen Ripley just to take offense against her stepmother Catherine. And the term ammunition, it's only just purely a metaphor. Well, don't expect Scarlett to use weapons like mortars, machine guns, or like rifles, RPGs, anything, or even missiles armed with any stuff that she could get her hands on. No. It's not that she had to use real ammo, because angry words were Scarlett's weapon that she used against Catherine. But if that wasn't all, even Catherine had to make her own admission that both she and that woman in Kate were just one and the same, and that the husband of Scarlett, Miguel Castillejos, was her one true love. And much to Scarlett's dismay, she even scolded her husband in the process. Oh, what a dark moment this was for Miguel and Scarlett as a couple, that he had to live with his biological mother elsewhere for a time to escape the scandal that almost brought down the De La Rey family to its knees. And then came that no good Isidora Castillejos, who once more struck back at Catherine because she already had, the latter had already been felt humbled and humiliated by her own stepdaughter. And even Isadora believed that Catherine had risen too fast to the upper echelons of society. And that was eventually to be mistaken in the very end, ultimately. Well. Kawawang Catherine. Naawa ako sa'yo. If you weren't intimidated by Isadora earlier on, you will have been you will never have been fallen from riches to rise in the first place. But I know you will get even that you'll get to even against her one of these days. And for Catherine, it was back to basics. Back to the simple life that she once enjoyed. All before she married Martin de la Rhea. The last thing that Congressman Enrique Torralba wanted for his youngest son, Toby, was that he had to put an end to his days as a spoiled brat and start acting like a normal man. And so, so both father and his youngest son had to meet in the dorm together for the very last time. You see, because Enrique was busy with his re-election campaign, while Toby had to start improving himself in school. So eventually, both had started to reconcile and embrace each other in the end. And for Toby to start changing himself and his attitude for the better was the last thing that he had that his father wanted him to be a more better man. And since his father didn't have much longer to live, Toby had to improve himself. And on the night of the campaign, before the night of the campaign, rather, see, Rolando Ramirez, Catherine's father, had overheard a conversation by Vernon Fuentes and Isidoro Castillejos conspiring to kill Congressman Torralba in order for Isidoro's son Miguel to win the elections. And which is why Rolando alerted Rafael and Enrique about the danger that was about to take place, and Rolando got shot in the back, while Enrique got hit and eventually died, and while Rafael, Enrique's son, got wounded. Ooh, this is either life or death struggle. So after Enrique Torralba was laid to rest, his elder son Rafael has decided to run for Congress in his late father's place, and with his good friend Miguel Castillejos, not together, but against each other. Even though Miguel doesn't know that he was being used by his biological parents to ensure his political success. But still, in the end, it was the Torralbas who prevailed, and then Congressman-elect Rafael Torralba will have to stick to his principles and guts to ensure the well-being of every person living in his district of Amodesto.